2019 e-Golf, a completely electric vehicle with a heat pump, electric compressor, of course. So what I was data logging right here was my refrigerant recovery. You can see I'm down to 260 microns, but I was in the threes, and you see that jump up? That's when I turned the key on. All I did was the key on. When I turn on the key on, the system puts the AC mode in where it will move the actuators that rotate, and they trap refrigerant or air inside of them. And if you have electronic expansion valves, it'll put them through where they need to find their center, and they'll go down, they'll open up, and they'll go through a mode, and it released the little air refrigerant that was trapped in the refrigerant. There's actually a refrigerant recovery mode in some vehicles. You could go on dash into the service mode to release refrigerant. You can see I'm coming down here. Let's see if I could go through this power cycle again, see if it happens. And it released a little anything more. So you turn it back on, and I already have it on high, maximum AC, max AC. See what cycled and move, and we can read it on a micron meter. And there's our spike right there, boom, because the solenoid has moved. The fan is coming on. And this is another thing, as you start working on all these new vehicles, these electric vehicles, I know a lot of you guys won't have a lot of access. I live in San Francisco, California, so electric vehicles, Teslas, Prius and stuff like that are like cockroaches in a dirty kitchen. And so you got to train yourself what is normal and what is not normal, because on a lot of these newest vehicles, like here's a 2023 Accord, some of the information, if they're a hybrid or electric vehicle, there's no information that you could get off your aftermarket subscriptions from vehicle manufacturers, unless you possibly buy an OEM vehicle manufacturer subscription from like Mercedes-Benz, Honda, Toyota. But the aftermarkets don't have it. Look at this, is a brand new vehicle. It just got it in accident, 2023. This one here is a 2019, but I'm now clearing down the, I want to get all the gas, all the air, any contaminants that was in it out of it, and I can measure that with a micron gauge. I will know when I have released all the air or refrigerant trapped in the system, because my micron gauge will go down. You can't do that with an analog gauge. An analog gauge cannot see this. An analog gauge needle will not even move perceivable to a human eye with what is trapped inside behind some of these valves when it's a small amount. But with a micron gauge, you can see it, you can read it, you can prove it, you can print it out for your customer to prove that you did it right, or if you're a technician, prove to your boss that, yeah boss, I did it right. It's back here for a comeback, but it has nothing to do with what I do. This is why I print out and graph everything I do, record it, and it goes on the invoice and the receipt of every car that I touch. I test every vehicle, and I print out a graph that's on every invoice. Other shops don't do that. See you guys later.